Once you go from 1,000 saved up, you immediately feel happy about yourself. But whatever goal you have, you understand how much longer it's going to take for you to get to that goal. When I saved $5,000, and this is what I want a lot of you to do once you get to this goal, no matter how long it takes, once you save $5,000, do it again. Do it again, and then do it again, and then repeat that same process over and over again. This is how I saved $30,000. This is how I continue to save money after reaching the goal at the time, which was $30,000. A man with money is no match for a man on a mission. But you can be a man with money and on a mission. You go from 0 to 1,000, but your goal is 30, 40, 50,000. You very well may be on a mission because you still need to work to get to that goal. But once you get to an initial goal, a quarter of the way, 10% of the way, you keep going. This is what I did. People will always say, invest, invest, invest. Yes. I would say save, have a cushion. Me, my particular situation, everybody's situation is different. I have a family, so I always wanted to have money set aside because I wanted to be able to respond to unforeseen events happening financially in my particular situation or in the economy, in my environment, in society, etc. So having money set aside is peace of mind. Having money set aside that you can use to pay bills or take care of an emergency, let's say something happened, God forbid, but we cannot see unfortunate things happening. We can only be prepared for when they do happen. Having money is a peace of mind, even though you may be going through some type of chaos or uncomfortable situation. You don't want to actually experience an uncomfortable situation, and when money is a necessity in that situation, in that particular situation, you lack money, you lack capital. So I would say save. This is not financial advice, it's just what I did. I would say save. Save again, and then maybe do it again. So if it's 5,000, put 15,000 away. Invest all the money you want, or spend it on paying off debt, because that too is a great investment. Paying off debt, some people will say is a better investment than investing because your money is only working for you once you pay off debt and you start investing versus investing while you still owe and interest is still accruing. So do whatever you want, but this is what I did. Once I save 5,000, once you save 5,000, do it again. Once you save 1,000, do it again. Once you save 100, do it again. Once you save $30,000 like me, do it again, like I did. Keep going, because $100,000 in savings while being debt-free is a complete game changer. Now everything you touch after you pay for your essentials, you can just pour it into an investment and not even worry about it because you have 6 figures sitting in a savings account. Some people are going to put it in a high-yield savings account. Some people are going to tell you to put it in a brokerage account. Slowly put it on certain investments and let that build up over time, which is fine. But at the end of the day, if you're debt-free and also have a savings, whatever you saved, if it's not that end financial goal, that maximum financial goal, let's say $50,000, if you get to 5,000, do it 9 more times, you'll have $50,000. Don't worry about how long it's going to take. What I always say, don't watch the clock, put in the effort. Only you can stop you from getting there. If you're worried about the time, understand how fast time goes. We're in the year 2025. I still remember when it was 2020. That's 5 years ago. It seemed like last year. It went by that quick. Imagine being focused, not watching the clock for 5 years, but just watching what you do. That time will fly by. Imagine how much you would get done in 5 years. Don't worry about how old you're going to be, what you're missing out on. All those things are a distraction. I tell you guys all the time, women should never be your priority. I know a lot of you guys are young, you're full of testosterone. I know you want to have sex, you want to have women in your life. Sacrifice that urge to walk around with all these women and focus on money. And take what I just said and do it with everything else. Sacrifice that urge to want to go out every week, buy Jordans every time they come out, buy designer shoes, and just put that money away. What I used to do is, I went from actually buying a lot of Jordans, I looked in my closet, saw over $5,000 worth of Jordans. I said, you know what? If I were to act like I was buying Jordans, but instead of going to the store giving $250, $300 for the shoes, I just put that money away. So just do the same process of transaction, but pay myself instead of paying Foot Locker or, Nike or whatever shoe site you use or wherever you're going to buy your shoes from, whatever collector you go get your Jordans from. Instead of paying these people or these companies or these businesses, you just pay yourself. And if you pay attention to what I just said, you can do that with every paycheck. You don't necessarily have to act like what I did. I was acting like I was buying shoes. I just put the same payment away. So I would literally look at the shoes I want. How much are they? 300? Okay, I'm not going to buy them, but I knew I would have bought this if I was still exercising the old habits that I had. So I put it away in my bank account, didn't touch it. I had my savings just for that, and I watched it grow, and I worked 80 hours. Did I do it forever? No. But because I was man enough, or because I was humble enough, and because I was vulnerable enough to admit where I was, in debt, broke, life is not where I wanted to be, I said I'm going to do whatever I need to do to get to where I want to be. People always talk about being humble. Listen, when you broke and you will work bullshit jobs to make money because you want to change a financial situation, not because you want to look good and wear clothes and wear shoes and impress people, I don't know what's more humble. And I was still sharing what I had with people. I just wasn't willing to give up everything I have. I'm not going to make myself hot to keep somebody else warm, unless it's my family, my wife, and my children. Other than that, I believe every man can be a hardworking man. Doesn't matter if he's a janitor or a damn doctor. If he's taking care of his family, if he's putting his money first, if he's removing his emotions and waking up doing what he needs to do, to me, that's a man that shall be respected. If he's doing it legally, not illegally, that's a man that can be that should and can be respected, because everybody can go out there and do something illegal. It's easy. Now, the consequences may be hard, but it's easy to just say, you know what, I'm gonna go the easy route. I can make 10 grand in one day if I do this. If I get caught, I'll go spend 30 years of my life in prison, but who makes 10 grand in one day? What if I don't get caught? See, people have these same thoughts. It's just some of us, most of us just say, nope, it's not worth it. I'm going to go work my ass off. I'm not going to go do anything illegal. Everybody's financial situation is going to be different. If you have debt, I would say attack the debt, but you can save first and then attack. So no matter what happens, you got money to spend towards certain things, because things do happen. You don't have any debt, put everything you have towards investing, because now you don't have anything taking up your resources, your funds, your capital, unless you lack the discipline and you go spend it on things that don't bring any value, liabilities. Consumerism. Everybody is a consumer, no matter what. But you can minimize how much money you give to being a consumer, and you can start putting it towards investing. No matter what, having the comfort of liquid cash, it just feels different. Having savings feels different. Having investments does feel great, don't get me wrong. We're not going to take anything away from that. But having money that you can go touch right here, right now, no matter what, even if you're in debt, having money set aside that you can use at any given time while still working to earn money or do whatever you're going to do, that feels good. Now imagine having money liquid and being debt free and having investments. You're on a whole nother level. And no matter where you at, that's the level we should all strive to be. And I'm simply motivating you to do it. Who's telling you you can't do it? I know you're going to have family members going to try to tell you, who do you think you are? You're not special. Just, go get a regular job. Don't worry about paying off debt. I talked about this earlier. Move in silence. Don't tell everybody what you plan on doing with your money, your finances, and your resources. It's none of their business. Move in silence. The only validation you need is yours. But make no mistake, having money set aside, having a savings, paying off debt, or at least attacking debt, while also having investments, you're in a totally different ballgame. You're in a totally different level. And it's not about looking down on people or thinking you're better than people, but you earn the right to brag to yourself, at least, by putting yourself in this situation. It doesn't matter what nobody else thinks. It's all on you. You can do it. Anybody can do it. It's just you have to focus. You're going to have to struggle a little bit. You're going to have to get used to working so many hours. You're going to have to get used to being, basically, you're always busy. You're never not busy. But once you get used to it and you keep the discipline, you don't allow yourself to become impulsive when it comes to spending on things that don't matter, you will be in awe of what you can achieve by not watching the clock, but always focus on the type of effort that you put out. Because the more you do, the more can be done. Much is desired, much is required. So it's gonna require you, your desires are gonna require you to do certain things. You're gonna have to go against some norms. Maybe your family wanted you to do something a certain way. You grew up, maybe grandmother, grandpa, mom, dad, they did things a certain way, but that's not necessarily how you want to do it. And it's okay, because you got to be careful who you take advice from. Even our loved ones, specifically, and especially our loved ones, because we love these people, we take what they say as like it's superiority over what we think, because they know better, they're older. That's not necessarily the case. Some of you right now, who can you go talk to about investing in your family? Most of us don't have people that are successful with investing because they're scared of taking risks, but not you. And that's okay. That doesn't mean you go out there and take crazy risks. You got to take calculated risks, but be a risk taker. Because the only way you're going to get to the other side is if you, in fact, take risks. And there's nothing wrong with that. So with that being said, you can do what you love to do and the money will follow. You can play it safe. Nobody should judge you. But it's nothing like having money saved. It's nothing like being debt free. And it's nothing like having investments all in one. You got the big three. Now, next thing you do, go start a business. If you can start and run a successful business, you got the big four. The big five is just have a family, have something that you building a legacy for. Me, I have a wife and children. I have a savings. I'm debt free, investments. Next is building a lucrative business, and I have the big five. But other than that, make no mistake. If you have $5,000, if you have $1,000, hell, if you have $100, do it again. Save again. Plan how you're gonna put your finances in order. So you're gonna have a bank account or a stash for just savings. You're gonna have a bank account or a brokerage account for just investments. And then you're gonna take money from your personal account and send it straight towards your debt. If you have no debt, don't worry about it. You could put more money into investing. But also you could put money into building a business. But what you don't want to do is sit around and not put your financial freedom on the back burner because it's uncomfortable or because someone else told you it's not important. That's not intelligent, that's unethical, and it doesn't matter what other people say. You know damn well you want to have money, you have to position yourself to have money and then put that money where it needs to be so that you always have money. Because like me, you know when you don't have money, that's far worse mentally and physically than working 60, 50, 40, 80 hours a week. I don't give a damn who you are. Being broke is nothing noble about being poor, and being broke, especially if you know you can change your situation, that's something you got to hold yourself accountable and just man up and stop bitching and do the work, because being broke is not fun. I don't care who you is.